Hey there guys, so the last time in the anime, we saw that Mimiko ruled out 3 people who could be after the princess's life. So to trap the attacker Ophelia, decided to lay a trap for which Kurt was important, but Kurt had joined an adventurer's party as a porter because their usual porter Bibinoko didn't show up. And unfortunately, their party ran into a goblin horde. Danzo and Kan stayed behind to let Kurt and Sina run away first, but they stumbled upon Iron Golem Dragon. Sina lost hope, but Kurt effectively killed them all with just one stab and called it mining. But at the same time, Bandana tells Yuli Shah where Kurt is and he's in danger, and before she arrived, Kurt had already taken out the Iron Golem Dragon. Yuli Shah had heard about a legendary person who has all skill level at G, but only in harvesting they have triple S rank, and after reassessment, Mimiko discovered exactly what Yuli Shah had predicted. Kurt had triple S rank in every skill except for combats, so now Yuli Shah puts next plan into motion and booked a fine carriage to move to the frontier town where they'll set up the residence of Atelier Meister. Yuli Shah even recorded Danzo and his party as official adventurers for new Atelier Meister, but the town they're headed to is near the demon territory. There Kens wondered about their porter Bibinoko, and Danzo said he'd take care of him. Then Kens asked about Atelier Meister and Yuli Shah struggles to answer, which makes Sina worried. Yuli Shah showed the land where they'll have Atelier Meister's residence, and she wants Kurt to build a mansion a day. Kurt said that would be impossible. Every sane people thought same, but Kurt says he wants at least 3 days, which was still impossible. Sina was still worried about their safety, and Yuli Shah realized that. But she stays quiet and decided to take everybody to the inn. There Yuli Shah gathered everyone to have a word. Yuli Shah first started by introducing herself. She used to serve a royal family as their royal adventurer, and Lise then introduced herself as the 3rd princess. They thought Kurt could be royal too, but Yuli Shah said it's not like that. Honestly, even they have no idea where he came from. All she knows is that Kurt has triple S rank skills in everything except combat, and Kans is aware of that legend as well. But Kurt is completely unaware of his potential, which is why Yuli Shah is hiding his real rank. And to top it off, the new Atelier Meister is also Kurt, which is a secret. So Sina got ticked because she's deceiving Kurt. Yuli Shah said she doesn't want Kurt to be used or exploited by some evil people, but in Sina's eyes Yuli Shah is doing the same. Kans calmed her down and Lisa took over. She told them how Kurt cured her curse. Someone was after her life, and that's why they're here with a plan to trap and find out the attacker's identity. Kurt is unaware of this. He didn't even know Lisa was princess, and yet he saved her life and didn't ask for anything in return. Kurt is too pure for his own good, and that's why they want to save him too. So Lisa asked them to keep a secret and join her side. Danzo was on board. Even though he wasn't a royal knight, he vowed to protect them. Kans was on board as well, but Sina was still hesitant because they met Kurt just a few days ago. Well, she's not the only one. Yuli Shah also met Kurt 6 days ago, so she knows. But Sina wanted to have some time to think about it. She went to see Kurt and saw firsthand how monstrous he is. He already made the base structure for the mansion, and he thinks he's still B rank. Back in his hometown, people build houses in just a day, so there's a monster town as well. Anyways, Kurt was happy to do all this. In his last party, they scorned him for being useless. So he's over the moon that he's coming in handy. Sina realized what Yuli Shah said about Kurt and makes up her mind to help. But on the other hand, Bandana tips Danzo with info that their regular porter is a contract killer, which means someone with a grudge against the Danzo's party had hired BB. So Danzo goes to complete his work. That guy was disappointed that Sakura party survived and got hired by an Atelier Meister's house in 3rd Princess, yet he's still planning to go after them. But Danzo came over, so he tried to run away, but he can't outrun Danzo so easily. Danzo realized that he knew about Goblin Horde Dungeon. That's why he didn't show up. He wanted to kill the guy right there and then, but Danzo spared him. Bandana decided to complete the job herself, but 2 men already got their hands on BB. She recognized those guys are working under Royal Mage Mimiko, and the next mission she got from her master is on Kut's hometown. And at the same time, a lone woman was lying in a magic circle. So I am guessing this is Princess Liselot's stepmother. Well anyways, Kurt created another miracle by making this huge mansion in just 3 days. It even had a fruit tree, and it's blooming even in this season. Lise treated this mansion as her love nest with Kurt, and Kurt came out to show them the full mansion. From the inside, it was an ultra-luxurious with many rooms, plus it has a water system, which Kurt made. He used sapphire ores to turn them into water engine to water the house. Kurt had made enough rooms for everyone, and the bed was made with griffin feathers, so it was extra comfy. Then next up comes Atelier Master's room, which reminds Kurt about the Master. Yuli Shah makes up that Atelier Master is stuck with some job, so he'll arrive late, and Yuli Shah asked him which room he picked. And Kurt chose the storeroom near kitchen because he's in charge of chores. It took hours to persuade Kurt to take a normal room. And even then he chose to stay there only until Atelier Master shows up. After that, Yuli Shah wanted to set up a curse warding barrier, but sadly Kurt can't do that. So Yuli Shah uses the talisman Mimiko had provided, and Lise was already waiting for Kurt to show up in her room. Yuli Shah clearly got jealous, and she was embarrassed to admit. So she wore nothing of that sort here to Lisa. And then the next morning, Lise was again in a new, aggressive dress. And Kurt was also surprised when she asked for an apron, but she showed she had clothes underneath. There Sina saw this, and got the wrong idea. Still, she asked about the lunch, and Kurt prepared the table. Everyone were pleased with the cooking, but Kurt was out cleaning some stickers on the wall. Yuli Shah got the bad feeling, and her intuition was correct. Kurt wiped out the talisman, and now it will expose Lise to danger. Kurt was curious about those stickers, so Yuli Shah makes up some excuses to keep her work secret, but Yuli Shah is now worried because Mimiko will take 3 days to arrive. So how will she protect Lisa during that time? And right there our episode 3 ends, so stay tuned to watch the next episode, and for that subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Till then, take care.